YouTube friends, what's going on? DVD back, brand new video, and today we're talking about this, the FALCONEYES 18TD. And just a friendly reminder, this is not a sponsored video. I'm not being paid by FALCONEYES to give my review, give my thoughts on their 18TD, as well as any of their other lights. But throughout this year, I've been trying to find a light that could take as many boxes as I could, primarily one being travel friendly, and then two, having enough output where I could use it in different circumstances, right? Now, perhaps you're just starting off with your lighting kit, right? You have no lights, maybe you have one or two small like handheld lights, right? But you want something that you could start to build from, right? Maybe that'd be a key light or a backlight. Or you're in another camp where say you have a pretty solid lighting kit already, but you're looking for something that could be more travel friendly because the back of your Toyota Camry is just completely filled up. You need something that has enough output, that has enough power, where you can use as a key light, say for one person on a green screen. Maybe you need a back edge light for two people in a little kitchen scene. Or say you have a scenario where you have two talents in a bedroom, they're giving you some dialogue, maybe it's a short film, and you have a window, but it's just not enough output from the window itself, and you can't put a light or multiple lights outside the window. Can you have a pretty small and compact, right, quote unquote, light that you can use as a key light for the person closest to camera or near side camera, and also have something that can fill in the person behind them, right, far side camera. And for me, the 18TD from FALCONEYES kind of checks all those boxes, right? So let's touch upon the travel friendliness of the light. If you compare it to my 120D, the 120D box, or the package it comes with, it's almost like twice the size of the 18TD, right? The 18TD is pretty narrow because it is a flex light, right? You can roll, you can put it in different kind of scenarios, right? The one I have it up right now is pretty much all of the modifications or all the modifiers that it comes with. And I have it on a heavy duty light stand. I have the boomed overhead. You can also use it in, say, like an interview setup where you just need something to fill in the person's face so that way they're properly exposed. Maybe you're trying to expose for the background as well. And you need something that, again, is lightweight, that you don't want to have to bring like a C-stand to use, right? You can just use a heavy duty light stand and still be good to go. Now, as far as output goes, the 18TD is a 100 watt flex LED light, right? Meaning it can roll, it can flex. Now, how does that transfer to like a real world scenario? We'll take, for instance, a short film that I was gaffing earlier this year. We had two talent in a bedroom scene, and we had a window behind them, but we wanted to use the window as mostly just motivation for our main key light, which was the 18TD. Now, the 18TD, we had the reflector shell around it, we had the diffusion, and we also had the honeycomb grid in front of it as well. And even at like really low levels, 10%, 15%, it was still extremely punchy, So we ended up having to waterfall a 4x4 of quarter grid over it just to soften the light even more, right? So it's always better when you can have a higher output light, because it's easier to soften that light with modifiers, with balances and things like that, rather than, say if you didn't have enough output to begin with and you're trying to help soften that. A lot of times you end up having to move the light so close to someone's face, and in many situations that's just impractical, right? Maybe you want like a wider shot. You can't get that if the light is going to be in the shot, right? Another scenario is maybe you're in the kitchen, you're filming some kind of lifestyle ad or some kitchenware ad. You have two people in front that are washing dishes, and you need a backlight for both of those people, right? The 18TD is big enough where you can get a pretty solid edge light on the person closest to the light, and then also have enough fall off for the person next to him or her. So it's an awesome light for the price. Speaking of the price, when I bought the 18TD, it was $364. Right now, actually, I tried to go on Amazon and I can't even find the 18TD in stock. Maybe eBay or Craigslist or something like that. Lights, like cob lights, like the 120, the 300, the Forza 500 and 300. They're great when you need to punch a lot of light into a space. They're great when you need to create a backlight for the scenario that you're filming, right? Lights like the 18TD from FALCONEYES or other sorts of like 1x1, 2x1 flex light or panel lights are great for certain things. And then as far as the color temperature, the light will go from 3000 Kelvin all the way to 5600 Kelvin. Not too bad, but maybe you want a light that goes a little bit lower, maybe 26 2600 Kelvin, 2500 Kelvin. Unfortunately, this one only goes down to 3000 Kelvin. And then on the cooler side, only 5600 Kelvin. But I feel like for the most part, you can still get the visual look you want between 3000 Kelvin and 5600 Kelvin. Now, what does the light actually come with? Well, inside of the bag, you'll find the flex light itself. You'll find a kind of X-shape backing, so that way you can mount the light onto a C-stand, onto a heavy-duty light stand, or any kind of like menace arm contraption you might have. It also has a sheet of diffusion, again, to help soften the light, create a more pleasing looking light, and also a honeycomb grid that you can Velcro in front of the light to help control where the light is going. You can help control any kind of spill from the actual light itself. The ballast itself is okay as far as build quality goes. It's mostly plastic with some aluminum. You can power the unit through either V-mount or through AC. Just depends on which one you want. For me, I like having V-mount options because you never know where you're going to be. You never know if outlets are going to work or if they're not going to work. You don't know if maybe you run out of stingers or extension cables and you need something that's just fast. You can slap on a battery and position the light exactly where you want it. One little thing I don't like about the ballast is there's sort of like a silver coating copper wire. It's pretty strong, but again, you know, for I guess like aesthetically, it's not very pleasing because it's just like this, like, you know, kind of raw, janky little wire. It hasn't snapped on me. I don't think it will, just because it's pretty strong, whatever material they're using. But I feel like they could have added, you know, something a little bit different, like a leather strap or something that is a little bit more modern, more up to date. Beyond that, though, there aren't really any cons that I have found with the light. The light has not failed to turn on or turn off. It's, again, very, very travel friendly. It's very lightweight. The output is exactly what I need it to be for the type of light that it is. And again, for the price, for $364, that's not bad at all. Now, if you guys have any more questions on the 18TD that I didn't answer in this video, please leave a comment down below so that way everyone can see it and we can all engage with the video, and also maybe someone else owns an 18TD or a 24TD and can provide their input and their feedback on FALCONEYES lights. Again, if you guys like the video, please hit that thumbs up button. I would appreciate it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel as always, just so you'll know if I have new content coming out. And remember, friends, every day you have an opportunity to create your experience and to write and tell your own story. My name is David Lee, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.
Set.